There is nothing more dangerous than buying a Japanese pickup truck based on the brand name alone, because the same brand that builds one of the most reliable trucks ever made can also build one that will cost you your entire savings account in the first 3 years of ownership. I have watched it happen more times than I can count. Someone walks in proud of their purchase, and 6 months later, they are back asking me why the check engine light is on and why the dealer wants $4,000 to fix something that should never have broken. After 22 years working on these trucks, I know exactly which ones deserve the reputation and which ones are living off it. Today, I am giving you 4 Japanese pickup trucks I would tell my own family to walk away from, and 3 I would personally put my name behind. Let's get into it. Let's start with the trucks that will hurt your wallet. Here are the 4 bad ones. Bad number 4, Toyota Tacoma, 2016 and 2017. This one hurts to say. The Tacoma is one of the greatest midsize Japanese pickup trucks ever built, but the 2016 and 2017 model years are the exception to everything that makes it great. I had a guy in his early 30s come in, hugely proud of his 2016 Tacoma, 67,000 miles, paid $28,500, told me Tacomas never break down. He was back in 4 months. Transmission hesitation had turned into full lurching in cold weather, delayed gear engagement, and shuddering at highway speeds. The 2016 and 2017 Tacomas have the most documented transmission complaints of any midsize Japanese truck in recent history. Toyota issued 9 NHTSA recalls across those 2 years. 9. Repair costs on the transmission system averaged $3,000 to $5,000. Frame rust also carried over into this generation in salt belt states, accelerating faster than comparable American trucks at the same age. Stick to 2018 forward if you want the reliability the name promises. But the next one has a problem that is even more expensive and harder to see coming. Bad number 3, Toyota Tundra, 2022 and 2023. Toyota recalled nearly 100,000 of these Japanese pickup trucks for engine failure due to machining debris left in the brand new 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 during production. Not a software glitch. Engine failure. Owners driving at 55 miles an hour losing power completely. A customer called me because his 2022 Tundra lost engine power at 14,000 miles. His exact words were, "My $60,000 Japanese truck needs a new engine, and the dealer says it will take 3 months to fix." Toyota recalled 102,000 trucks built between November 2021 and February 2023. Consumer Reports named the 2022 and 2023 Tundra the least reliable full-size truck on the market. Toyota held that crown for over 2 decades before this redesign. The 2024 and 2025 models are not affected, but if you are looking at a used 2022 or 2023 Tundra, pull that VIN through NHTSA before you do anything else. A used Chevrolet Silverado with the 5.3-liter V8 has its own issues, but at least you can drive it to 100,000 miles before trouble starts. On a 2022 Tundra, it started at 12,000. Bad number 2, Nissan Frontier, 2022 and 2023. Here is the trap. The old Nissan Frontier that ran from 2005 to 2021 with the same VQ40 V6 was one of the most underrated Japanese pickup trucks on the market. RepairPal ranked it first out of 7 midsize trucks for reliability. Then Nissan redesigned it for 2022, and the new Frontier picked up 6 NHTSA recalls in its first year. 6. Transmission Parking Pal recall where the truck could roll away after shifting into park. Seatbelt bracket failures, a fuel line issue that increased the risk of fire in a crash. 1 year. 6 recalls. The 2024 came back as much more reliable. If you want proven, find a 2017 to 2021 model. Whatever you do, do not buy the 2022 or 2023 thinking you are getting the truck that earned that legendary reputation. You are getting the new one still earning it. Bad number 1, Toyota Tacoma, 2005 to 2010. Toyota recalled this entire generation for frame rust so severe that corroded leaf springs could break through the floor and puncture the fuel tank. A customer brought in a 2007 Tacoma at 98,000 miles. Looked fine from the outside. I got under it, and the frame cross members looked like they had been eaten. He had paid $16,000. A full frame repair was going to cost more than that. The 2007 generation also had sticky accelerator complaints. paint peeling on a massive scale, and repair costs averaging $5,000 to $10,000 in extreme cases. A comparable Ford F-150 from the same era had its own issues, but frame rust this aggressive was not among them. If you are buying a 2005 to 2010 Tacoma from any Salt Belt state, have a mechanic inspect the frame before you start the engine. Any structural rust on the frame rails, walk away. Those are the 4 trucks to avoid. Now let's talk about the ones that actually deserve your money. Here are the 3 good ones. Good number 3, Nissan Frontier, 2017 to 2021. VQ40 generation. This is the Japanese pickup truck that mechanics buy when nobody is looking. The naturally aspirated 4.0-liter VQ40 V6. An Engine Ward's Auto named to their 10 best engines list 14 years in a row. In a truck most buyers walk right past because it looks outdated. I had a customer bring in a 2017 Frontier with 168,000 miles. Used it as a work truck for 8 years. Hauling equipment, daily abuse. I checked everything. Transmission fluid still clean, engine 0 leaks. I told him to keep driving it. He looked at me like I was trying to get rid of it. RepairPal rates the Frontier first out of 7 mid-sized trucks at $470 annual maintenance. A Chevrolet Colorado runs $514. A Ford Ranger runs $615. The Frontier beats both American alternatives every year, while the VQ40 quietly builds toward 250,000 miles. No turbo, no direct injection carbon buildup, timing chain for life. A 2019 Frontier SVV6 with 70,000 miles is $17,000 to $21,000. A same-year Chevrolet Colorado LT with similar miles costs more per year to maintain with a less proven engine. The math does not work in the Chevy's favor. Good number 2, Toyota Tacoma, 2018 to 2023. After everything I told you about the bad Tacoma years, Toyota addressed those transmission issues by 2018, and what you get from 2018 to 2023 is the Tacoma legend the name actually promises. A customer drove a 2018 Tacoma TRD off-road through Colorado winters and 40,000 highway miles a year for 6 years. She came in at 187,000 miles, asking what big maintenance was coming. The biggest item I found was a worn rear differential seal. $140. That was it at 187,000 miles. RepairPal puts annual maintenance at $478, far below the Ford Ranger at $615 and the Chevrolet Colorado at $514. No turbo, no timing belt, a track record that spans decades across multiple Toyota and Lexus vehicles. The 2024 redesign brought new turbo platform problems still being evaluated. Stick to 2018 to 2023. A 2020 Tacoma TRD Sport 4WD with 60,000 miles is $32,000 to $37,000. A same-year Ford Ranger XLT 4WD with similar miles is $24,000 to $28,000. The Tacoma costs more because the market is already priced in the fact that it outlasts everything in its class. Good number 1, Toyota Tundra, 2014 to 2021. The 5.7-liter V8 generation. This is the Japanese pickup truck I point to without hesitation when someone asks what to buy and actually keep for a decade. A retired military customer drove his 2016 Tundra for 8 years and 196,000 miles. The 5.7-liter V8 had never been touched internally. Original transmission, total repairs outside scheduled maintenance in 8 years, and 196,000 miles came to $1,240. His exact words when I told him to keep driving it were, "I knew it, the 3UR-FEV8 produces 381 horsepower, naturally aspirated, timing chain, no turbo failures, no carbon buildup." Toyota ran this engine unchanged from 2007 to 2021 because there was nothing to improve. I have personally worked on these past 320,000 miles with original internals. Ford F-150 owners with the EcoBoost twin turbo regularly face turbo repairs from $1,200 to $3,500 that this engine simply does not have. Chevrolet Silverado owners face documented lifter failures on certain years. The Tundra V8 just runs. Verify the 5.7-liter, not the 4.6 when you go look at one. Check the frame near the rear leaf spring mounts if buying from a Salt Belt state. A 2018 Tundra SRR 5 Crew Max 4WD with 80,000 miles is $32,000 to $37,000. A same-year Chevrolet Silverado LTZ 4WD with similar miles is $27,000 to $32,000. The Tundra costs more used. Over 200,000 miles, it will cost you less to own, and that difference becomes money in your pocket. If I had to buy one Japanese pickup truck right now to drive for the next 15 years, I would find a clean 2018 to 2021 Tundra 5.7 and never look at another truck again. So there it is. 4 Japanese pickup trucks that will drain your account, and 3 that will make you forget what a repair bill looks like. Like if this helped, subscribe for more. I will keep giving you the truth, dealerships won't.